This podcast was recorded on the traditional lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the sovereignty of which was never ceded. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all First Nations people.
Poster Boys. Wow.
Oh, we have to count down.
Are we doing the... Okay, so this is how I always fuck up. Are we both saying hello?
We can.
Is it recording now?
Yeah, sure. I think maybe we can just use that and stuff.
I think we should. Just say this is the part that I always mess up for us. Welcome to Poster.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us.
This incredibly smooth and organised...
I'd say professionally.
Professional podcast. You've come back, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. How are you?
Do you know, I'm alright.
Nice.
Better than I was a week ago.
Great.
I was not fit for recording a week ago, but now...
Oh yeah, because you were...
I was so sick.
Yeah.
Like, I sounded... Like, you know, some people when they're sick, they sound kind of sexy.
Yeah, husky?
Yeah.
No.
No, I was not giving husky vibes. I was giving congestion. So I'm glad that's passing. How are you, darling?
Well, you know this already. I'm so hungover. Which is fine. It's the result of a choice that I made. To go to a brunch, which I left my friend's house at 9 a.m. this morning when it started at 10:30 a.m. yesterday.
That's the thing with brunch, isn't it? It just gets you.
I drove there.
I hope you didn't drive back.
Well, I did at 9 a.m. this morning. It was awful. Anyway, shout out to Lucy, friend of the pod.
Thanks, Lucy.
Did a lot of micro-influencing.
Oh,
I kept telling people, I got drunk and told people to subscribe to my podcast.
I mean, is that not
all of my high school friends that I haven't seen in like 10 years.
Yeah, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Every opportunity that I've had,
Yeah.
I've been like, by the way, I have a podcast.
At work, I made someone subscribe and I watched them while they did it.
Like in front of you.
Yeah. She was like, oh my god, I'll subscribe. I was like, you can do it right now.
When will you subscribe?
Yeah. I'm busy right now.
Yeah.
Your phone's right there.
Do it now.
Your phone has a podcast app on it.
I know how much time you spend scrolling. We can see the analytics.
We can see the analytics. Shout out to our one listener in Thailand.
Yeah. One in Belgium.
Yep.
I love that. Going global.
So, what are we doing today?
We are catching up. We're not catching up. We're, for me, experiencing the second half of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Which, as a Harry Potter newbie, novice, some might say, it's been a ride.
Yeah, this film is a lot worse than I remember. Where do we leave off? He was the egg. He just opened the egg and it screamed at him.
Yes. When was that? When did I last see you, Harry?
I would say maybe
3
a month.
weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks, a month ago.
Goodness me.
I know.
Okay.
It feels like I never see you these days.
We need to talk about that. Okay, we need to communicate.
I mean, we've communicated.
The communication.
I'm here now.
The communication
Can you live in the moment a little bit?
The communication is always, I'm not free. Are you free? No, I'm not free. But you had a lot going on.
That's true.
I was congested. We're here now.
And we're here now.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So, I believe you're right. There was Big Egg screaming.
Big egg screaming.
The last note I made is not helpful because it says Goblet of Fire.
Which we know that there was. There's a lot of titular.
Titular?
Like, Dragon, the Dark King, the Dragon King.
What does titular mean?
Like, a thing that's in the title.
Oh.
So the Goblet of Fire is like titular because it's in the title.
Makes sense.
I was about to be like, because in the previous one, the Dark Kingdom, the Dragon King, there was a dragon. Like, I don't think there was a Dragon King though.
No, look.
The kingdom was dark.
It was very dark.
It was grim.
And the dragon, as we discussed, Justice for Fafnir,
Yeah.
did not really appear.
Also, wasn't really a king. Of what?
Let's not get into it.
No, let's go back. Let's.
Actually, we're gonna rewatch.
Yeah. I don't know if I got it the first time.
You're getting to watch it again.
No. So, yes, the last night you have Goblet of Fire, big egg scream, and then presumably something's going to happen now. What are we expecting? What are you expecting? I know what I'm expecting because I know what the storyline is.
I don't know, because I don't know what they're aiming for. Someone to be, like, crowned something?
Well, to win the Triwizard Tournament, yeah.
So that's what I'm expecting. There's going to be games.
Someone's going to win the Triwizard Tournament.
Someone's going to win. And that's it. But...
Okay, so who do you think is going to win the Triwizard Tournament? Out of Fleur, the French girl, Victor, the post-Soviet guy, Robert Pattinson, aka Cedric Diggory, or Harry Potter?
Well,
the titular Harry Potter.
I feel like, because there's more Harry Potters, surely it's going to be Harry Potter.
He does happen to be the protagonist.
Yeah. Just got an inkling.
Yeah, but it would be funny as like a narrative decision. Like, he just doesn't win.
Yeah.
He's just like...
And then the rest of the movies are about his downfall because he didn't win and he just goes into a spiral.
Oh my god. And this is the 4th of 7, even though the last movie was 2 books. So it would be like in the dead middle. Yeah. Which, like, I believe traditional tragedy, that's where the moment of hubris and the moment of downfall starts.
Yes. So then we just see his descent into substance abuse and... we just see him go downhill. He can't.
I now want to like read the Harry Potter books where the first 4 are normal, except then he doesn't win the Triwizard Tournament, and so he becomes like a addict. Is what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Because it just meant a lot to him. It really meant the world. To
Even
him.
though he famously didn't put his name and he didn't actually want to do it.
Yeah, but then he was like, "Oh, I am in it. Actually, I do care now."
Where's this film? Hollywood, where's this film?
Right. That's the other purpose of this podcast, is for us to give our ideas for sequels.
This is all pitch meetings.
We had the prequel to the funeral for Weddings and a Funeral or whatever.
Yeah, it was like
2 funerals and a wedding.
It was like a funeral and a beheading.
So, okay.
But anyway, let's watch this movie the actual movie that we actually have.
Yes. And we'll see who's going to win the Triwizard Tournament.
Who will win?
The Yule Ball is first and foremost a dance.
It's called the Yule Ball. How do they not know that it's a dance?
Yeah. What were you expecting it to be?
The kids in the school are dumb as shit.
Mr. Weasley. Yes. Will you join me, please?
Mr. Weasley, like 15.
Which one?
There's 15 of them. Can't swing a dead cat for hitting a Weasley. I sound like a character of the film now. Like one of those racist wizards.
I'm sorry, but someone's already asked me.
But I wonder who asked her.
You're acting oddly coy, Harry Hummerston.
Well, put me in a pond to see if I swim. I don't know if that makes sense.
What does that mean?
Like a koi fish.
Is that Hermione Granger with Victor Crumb?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, because doesn't he fancy Hermione?
Ultimately, yes.
Do they ever address that?
In like the last one, yeah. They like
Bit of closure.
they make out. And then they get married. Because you know how everyone gets married to the person they dated in high school?
Oh, can you imagine? My life would be hell.
Pretty sick burn on him.
They're very pale.
Well, they're English white people. You should know better than most.
Well,
Although actually, isn't this sort of peak fake tan period?
yeah.
Hermione should be orange.
She should have a clear line that distinguishes her face from her neck.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Potter. Cedric.
Oh, he's tall.
Robert Pattinson, oh yeah.
How tall is he?
I don't know.
We need to find these things out.
He recently had a baby.
Did he?
Yeah.
How recently?
Like a week ago.
We need to commemorate that. I need to put a post on the grid to say congratulations. Who's he with?
Suki Waterhouse.
No
It was like
idea.
a model or an actor or some shit.
Oh.
Some hot famous woman.
I never would have thought. thought he'd be with a bumbling witch. Is he wearing another hoodie?
It's Adidas branded athleisure.
Athleisure. Hogwarts must be a private school. Oh, this is fun. I like it when they do their little challenges. Oh, are Pat's in a vest? Oh, they're all in a vest.
Don't just shove them in. That's so dog. That's the treasures. That's what was taken. Was
People?
Yeah, that's Ron and Hermione.
Well, I'll leave Hermione because she has not stopped biting my ear off all week.
Yeah. Also, these mermaids not fuckable. Oh, great! I love when the subtitles say "speaks French." I know.
Yeah.
Tell me what she says. There's a spell for just like shooting yourself upwards.
Upwards. When would you ever need that? Ascendio.
Thank goodness I know a spell. Ascendio.
Propels me upwards. That's how he gets out of bed in the morning.
Tragic, of course. To lose one's family.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
You must feel terrible.
So, how's being an orphan treating you?
Yeah, honestly, life goes on, he said.
Good, bad. Got life got one off his parents.
Yeah.
And here we all are, 4 years later.
We're still a bunch of misfits.
Well, maybe, but...
Oh, I hate that. We're still a bunch of misfits.
Misfits can confirm that I have never, nor have my friends ever, referred to ourselves as a bunch of misfits.
We're just a kooky gang of teens. Trying our best.
Oh, Harry, do feel free to indulge in a little liquor snap in my absence, but I have to warn you, they're a wee bit sharp.
That's what you have to being greedy and getting a fistful.
Yeah.
A fistful of licorice. Like, come on.
And also, who eats that much licorice? I hate licorice.
I love licorice. Oh. Just get up and leave. This is your house and you leave. Oh my god, our first fight.
This is going to be our final episode.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Hello, Father.
Stop licking.
So much licking in all these films that we watch, Harry.
So much licking.
Oh, something.
You keep that tongue in your mouth where it belongs.
In the dream, I was in a house, and Voldemort was there.
It's like a story that you write when you're in like year 2.
I had a dream and I was in a house. And then I saw David Tennant in a leather jacket. And it awoke something in me.
And then everything was changed.
How funny would it be if Fleur's little, like, tracksuit turned around and had Juicy on the butt?
Oh, yeah. And they're coming back. So
Oh, they're coming. They're back.
They are
certified
back.
returned. And again, they're going into a maze as a spectator sport. Now, where the f*** do they have the space? God, the grounds of Hogwarts.
They're just huge, aren't they?
Huge. Huge stuff.
Huge. Told you, private school grounds. Is that Crumb? What's his name?
Victor Crumb.
Crumb with a K. Does he think he's a Kardashian?
Why is Fleur always so, like, stressed out? Like,
This role is not for her.
take a breath.
You have to demonstrate resilience.
It is also so funny that she's just a blonde woman in a tracksuit running around a maze.
With the
It
subtitle
doesn't look...
panting.
It just doesn't read as, like, athlete, like, competitor.
No. She's not taking it seriously.
No.
Curriculum!
Ain't that the thing in between your butthole and your ball sack?
Isn't that called your gooch?
Your perineum.
That's the technical term?
Yeah, your perineum, your taint, your gooch, your undercarriage.
Why does it have so many names?
It is just a beautiful part of the human body. I think it should have more.
Personally don't think that's enough. Why isn't he using his spell that makes him go upwards and he can look down on the maze?
Famously Ascendio.
Yeah, and he can look down on the maze.
Well, because he might as well just fully break his legs on the way back down.
But then you can just use Discendio to gently come back down.
Or rocket straight down into the earth.
Do these two become friends?
Do they become lovers is the more pertinent question.
Oh, yes.
Does Cedric help pull Harry out of his, like, dark depression?
Addiction.
Yes.
Kill the stag!
Was he dead?
Yeah, he is.
Cedric's dead?
Cedric's dead, yeah.
No more Robert?
No. We can stop the movie there.
Yeah, like, who needs the extra 30 minutes?
30 more minutes? Fucking Christ. Oh, God, this fucked up little
Baby. You know when you sometimes accidentally drop a baby into a big pot of soup?
I hate that. I hate
when I drop a baby into a big pot of soup.
because it just ruins the flavour.
Oh my god. Of the baby, yeah. Now, I'm going to say something that's potentially very controversial.
And we'll decide if we're going to keep it in.
He looks like a circumcised penis.
Care to elaborate?
I don't think I need to.
No.
Especially when he was wet. Like, come on now.
Oh my god.
13 years it's been, and yet...
Is Voldemort a bad guy? Is he a bad boy?
Yeah, I think he's potentially the baddest boy there is.
Oh, is he?
I mean, he's Wizard Hitler, truly.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, he's not...
He's not a great guy. He is a bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter.
Well, he's to the point. You know, you can't say that
He doesn't fuck around.
No, you can't say that he's deceitful.
No.
Harry, take my body back, will you? Take my body back to my father.
Oh, we did get one more line.
Keep everybody in their seats. A boy's just been killed.
Well, don't say that. Everyone stay here, there's been a murder.
What a day.
What a day. Also, there's still a weirdly large amount of movie left, like 20 minutes.
I'm thinking though how much of that is going to be
credits.
Like it's not like the last film we watched where all the credits were in the last minute because hardly anyone worked on the film.
I wonder if this one's going to end with a sick Eurovision.
Yeah, I hope so.
Someone had bewitched it.
Can we stop saying bewitched?
Bewitched. What about bewizarded? You know?
Yeah.
Men's rights.
Yeah.
Bewarlocked.
Neville Longbottom, the witless wonder, could have provided you with Gillyweed if I hadn't given him the book that led him straight to it.
Oh, a chest inside a chest. Inside a chest and another chest. Oh my god,
We got
that's
chests.
like 7.
We got chests inside of chests.
Sorry, Albus.
That's moody, but then...
How long's he been down there?
We'll get you up in a minute.
We'll get you up in a minute. Get him up now!
Oh!
David Tennant? Every time we think we've seen the last of David Tennant in this film, he pops right back up.
Yeah. Oh, put your tongue away!
Today, we acknowledge a really terrible loss.
Why are you starting a eulogy sitting down in your little chair like a little dramatic little like
a HSC monologue.
like artfully posed as well, looking up in the distance? Today, we acknowledge a really sad moment,
Add
guys.
some blocking. Add some blocking.
Yeah. He had a lectern there that whole time. Why wouldn't you start at the lectern?
It's too casual, isn't it?
Starting a eulogy with blocking, with choreography.
Yeah, with his legs crossed, his hands on his knees.
I never liked these curtains. Set them on fire in my 4th year. By accident.
Oh, you're odd. Watch out.
Dumbledore trying to relate to the youth.
Yeah.
I used to start fires, Harry. Anyway, you're sad, right?
Dark and difficult times lie ahead. Soon we must all face...
I'm pretty sure the Prime Minister said something like that when COVID hit.
Which Prime Minister was that? How many ago? You've inherited England has inherited the Australian national pastime of going through Prime Ministers at a rate of fucking knots.
Well, I saw that someone had a lettuce in their fridge that lasted longer than the reign of Liz Truss.
I've had sneezes that lasted longer than the reign of Liz Truss.
Political.
I love
week.
not only political, but like not actually that current either.
No.
It was like last year.
Maybe
about
even the
20
year
minutes.
before. Au revoir.
Her character was just a tall glass and nothing. This whole film, huh? Just killed someone.
Yeah.
That cannon fire.
Was that needed?
Why are they applauding them as they leave?
Yeah, thanks for coming.
They're not war heroes, what the fuck?
Do you think we'll ever just have a quiet year at Hogwarts?
Oh, I hated that line.
I did.
Do you ever think we'll have a quiet year at Hogwarts? I don't think so.
I guess we'll have to see what next year brings.
Turn to camera and wink.
Everything's going to change now, isn't it?
Yes.
Did these two have... These two don't have a thing, no.
Well, that's
They should have?
Well, you know, shipping wars.
Who do you ship?
I don't do that shit. I'm an adult.
Voldemort and Dumbledore?
No, it's gross. Voldemort was his student. That'd be unethical.
Oh, was he? They look the same age. They've not been applying their sunscreen.
No.
It's hard to tell.
No, I think Voldemort, if anything he's been doing, he's been applying sunscreen. Look at the colour of him. Jesus.
So how long are the credits, see?
12 minutes?
I told you.
Harry Potter down, done, dusted, in the bin.
Is there more? No, because he's dead. Robert Pattinson, sorry.
Yeah, in the narrative of the film.
Yes, his character. Sorry, his character. Robert Pattinson is very much alive and thriving. Else we wouldn't have
God, that
a podcast.
What a grim turn we've taken almost immediately.
Okay.
So I want to know your thoughts. As a Harry Potter novice, was the phrasing that we decided on.
Well, I feel that as things were unfolding in that second half, I had questions for you, and you had the realization of like, you don't know what's going on.
It is so interesting to me that you just don't have that cultural knowledge. That to me is like in there.
And a lot of, do you know what? Do you know how I'm going to describe it? PC. It's very PC.
As in like piecemeal? Or as in like woke?
As in
Wokeness going mad. I hate how the female characters have lines. All that teen misogyny at the beginning, you were like, yeah, good, more of this.
Some good English spirit. No, it was like I feel that every single scene that we watched could exist in isolation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we had the ball, and then we had the maze, and then we, like...
Don't forget the egg in the lake.
And the egg in the lake. And then we had the underwater bit, and then we had someone die. Like, it didn't flow for me.
It wasn't like one strong narrative thread throughout.
There was not a through line for me.
There was no through line.
There was no through line. It was just kind of... do you know what it felt like? And I'm only saying this because I know that the books are huge.
Oh yeah, they're chunky. Especially the fourth and the fifth one are the longest.
Yeah. It feels like they have taken... Like, they've panicked. And they've just gone, we need key moments. And they've just pulled a few out and gone, there you go, there's the story.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, it is a weird thing to try to make a film out of these books, because the books obviously really specifically go over a whole year. But also at the time that these were made, people weren't doing big prestige TV adaptations, which they should have been doing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Harry Potter should have been a TV series.
Well, that's what I was just going to say to you.
Yeah.
Would Harry Potter have been as successful if it was a series? And each book was a series?
I don't think it would have been. I think narratively it would have been better. Like, as a piece of, like...
Art.
God, I said content.
Oh, no.
My brain's been rotted. But, like, yeah, as like a narrative thing, it would have been better, I reckon, as TV, but I don't think it would have been the same sort of cultural. Especially at that time. It was all movie. Yeah,
because there wasn't streaming.
No, exactly.
It was Blockbuster.
It was...
And rentals.
Yeah. When you said Blockbuster, I forgot that was a store, and I was like, yeah, they were big cinema Blockbuster. Yeah, we had Blockbuster.
Yeah, it was the best. You'd spend hours there.
Just perusing the videos.
And you know, I would always leave with a movie I've already seen.
Oh, of course.
And my mum would be like, we've been here for 2 hours. You're leaving with a bag of Haribo and 3 films you saw last week.
I love going to, like, look at the, like, MA and R-rated films to be like, oh my God.
What's this one about, Mum?
The idea of, like, watching an R-rated film was so obtuse to me.
Oh, I know.
And now I don't even check the ratings of... I've watched so many R-rated films that I didn't know were R-rated because I don't check the ratings, because why would I? I'm an adult.
Well, I better make sure.
I will say the second half didn't feel quite as, like, shoppy and, like...
Yeah.
Like, as the first half did.
More exciting as well. I feel that the first half was, like... How the first half was like an hour, right? It was like a 2.5 hour film.
Yeah.
So part 1 we watched was an hour.
Yeah. I mean, we are kind of just describing how films are made. Like, yeah, the first half was... like, the second half had a lot of, like, really big dramatic moments. Like, yeah, that is how...
It's almost like there was a climax and a resolution in that second half.
It's almost always meant to be viewed in one sitting, but we didn't do that because it sounded too long. Didn't want to...
As you have said before, we only have so many hours left on this earth.
Yes.
So, I stopped taking notes.
Yeah, I've got written Yule Ball misogyny. I didn't know how to spell misogyny.
You should have asked me. I'm a great speller.
You should have asked me. I hate women. Relationship drama, egg, bath plus ghost.
Okay, yeah. Nice. I've got Yule into egg.
Yule
necessary.
into egg.
I think I was meant to put a question mark after that.
Was it necessary? Like, was it necessary?
Was it necessary? And then I've got weird bath scene. Then I stopped taking notes.
Yeah, it sort of felt like we jumped the shark a bit with the weird bath scene.
Can we dissect that? Does he take that egg everywhere? Oh, there it is again.
Yep.
Ow. Who's that?
Moaning Myrtle, she's a ghost.
Not being a bad boy again, are you, Harry?
Polyjuice potion. Kick the habit. Myrtle.
Kicked the habit. I told you. I told you.
He's hooked on the juice,
All
on the polyjuice.
Signs. All the signs are there.
The other boy. The handsome one.
Can I just say, I hate her.
I feel uncomfortable.
I
no, but
hate
why
this.
do we have the same hair, Harry?
Oh, you and the ghost. And the same laugh.
Oh no!
What a creeper.
She wasn't moaning though, sexually or like whingingly.
No, she was just being weirdly flirty
Yeah.
with this teenage. Well, I guess, in the narrative, she is also a teenager. Like, ghost-wise. What, ghost?
But
she
you-
died when she was a teenager.
Yes.
So she's probably still, like, arrested at that moment.
She will be a teenager for the rest of her ghost life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad. So sad.
Very sad.
Yeah.
But how did she die?
Oh, and that's another plot point. In the second film, you know how in the second film had the basilisk that, like, killed people by looking at them? The big snake? The second film, the primary monster was a big snake that killed people by looking at it.
Okay.
She is famous for haunting a bathroom because that was the bathroom that she was in when she died because the basilisk looked at her while she was in the bathroom.
Oh, a little bit like Bloody Mary.
Sure.
Like look in the mirror 3 times, say moaning Myrtle.
You know what?
She doesn't get
I think this was like a fucking Tumblr post from way back when.
Yeah.
The idea, wouldn't it be funny if you, when you were driving a car, saying Bloody Mary 3 times into the rearview mirror and watch it driving back to catch up?
Just watch her on a motorbike coming behind you.
Or what you should do is you should summon Bloody Mary and Candyman and make them fight. Or kiss.
Oh yeah, I like that version.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I want
That'd
to
be
see
so
that.
fun.
I want to see that development of
Maybe
that
they're looking
relationship.
for love.
Maybe again, no one is born evil. There is always something happening.
Voldemort is born evil, though. Like,
But who are his? Do we know anything about his parents? Like,
yes,
that's-
his mother was... God, I do have an encyclopedic knowledge of this
You
fucking
do.
franchise
You're
now.
like wiki. What's it called?
Feet?
Yes, that's your other science. That's your other skill set.
Oh, God. No, his mother was a witch. Merope Gaunt. His father was a muggle who she was in love with, and she used the love potion on him, and then got married, got pregnant, but then she stopped using the love potion because she was like, oh my god, he must love me for real now, and the love potion wore off, and he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then left her. And then she died, and then he got taken to an orphanage.
Okay, so there it is.
Yeah, it's the orphanage.
Yeah.
It's the orphanage for me.
That's I told you.
Like that one scene where Baddie Crouch was like, must be sad to have dead parents,
Oh
huh?
my god.
But life goes on.
Yeah, but that's life.
That's not comforting.
It's not, and also not necessary to bring up at all.
The dialogue in this film was weirdly bad.
I agree. They would just kind of.
Do you think we'll ever have a normal year at Hogwarts? No.
It felt like a moment, like when he said that, I was expecting a TV audience to start laughing.
I was expecting someone to punch him in the head.
Yeah, well, that too. The director.
Yeah.
I told you not to say that!
Shut up, Rupert.
Rupert was troubled in this film.
Well, he kind of brought it on his own head. Like, we were like, oh my god, why is everyone being mean to Ron? And then Ron was being a little...
He was so mean!
Then he started being a little dickhead, and we're like, yeah, so everyone be mean to him, that's fine.
This is mad. At this rate, we'll be the only ones on you without dates. Oh,
You could always go with each other. What's wrong with that?
us and Neville.
Yeah, but then again, he can take himself.
They're being so mean.
Yeah, like you...
Leave Neville alone, you dogs. Get a move on or all the good ones will have gone.
The good one, you misogynistic pigs. What characterises a woman as being a good one? Not even women. Children.
To be fair, these are teenage boys we're talking about.
True.
There she was, walking by. You know I like it when they walk.
Well, that's an odd thing to say, Ron.
You know how I like it when women walk?
There was a moment there where they were all just slagging each other off and saying, hey, no one's going to go to the dance with you.
The Yule Ball, that like weird like 10, 15 minute diversion, so weird. Like obviously it's necessary for like the relationship drama, the blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, it felt so out of place. We found out about the Yule Ball.
Yes.
And then saw the Yule Ball, and then the Yule Ball was entirely wrapped up instantly.
Yep.
Instantly.
The only purpose was to show, like you say, the thing with Hermione and Crumb.
Yeah.
And all the like loyalties and
to
blah,
show
blah,
that
blah.
like Ron kind of has a thing for Hermione, but he doesn't know about it. Blah, blah,
but you
blah,
kind
blah.
of could have done that. Like he could have just like they could have just been chatting like in the courtyard, and Ron's like, "Oh, why are they talking to each other?"
Yeah.
Instead of having an entire ball where they need to waltz,
Yeah.
and Ron was waltzing with what's her name?
One of the twins.
Dame Edna.
Everidge? Dame Edna? What the fuck are you talking about?
Dame. What's her name? Dame.
Maggie Smith?
Yes. Is she Dame?
I believe so.
Do you know who I'm getting her confused with?
Yeah, Dame Edna.
Is it? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't know who you think.
Oh, I need to...
Is it Judi Dench?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! I'm getting her confused with Judi Dench.
Yeah.
They're all the same, as far as I'm concerned.
I do love the idea of just Dame Edna being in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Just kicking around.
Well, this
As
also...
Voldemort. But I mean, Voldemort was camp enough. A, the nails. B, the fact that his wand is like got a little bone carved in the handle. That's so camp. You know, he was like, "Oh, can you make my wand look spooky?"
Yeah.
Such a handsome boy.
Don't touch him! Ew, get your foot off my face!
Imagine also that day I said, "Okay, so Rob, you're gonna lie in the dirt and then just step on his face a little bit."
But like slowly.
Oh yeah.
And just drag
Also,
it
we're gonna put acrylic nails on your toes.
We got them from this Etsy shop. Oh, the acrylic nail right in the scar.
Rooting around in there like trying to find change in the couch.
Oh.
I said,
Oh, that was quite...
that's better.
So camp.
So camp.
So camp. He's just running around in a dress.
Yeah.
Just pointing his wand.
With his acrylics on his
my
hands
God.
and toes.
He's about to do a number. Like
He is. He is. He's bald because he has so many wigs to try on.
Yeah.
No, Voldemort's on Drag Race.
But out of drag, like, because it's the fully bald.
Yes.
Full, like,
But
bald, hairless, beautiful, pale white skin, but with acrylics on hands and feet.
Toes.
Hands and feet.
Anyone that gets acrylics on their toes, like,
Well, you're just telling yourself, I can't wear a closed-toed shoe for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Well, not life.
which is a work health and safety issue.
Yeah, they can't.
Can't go on a construction site like that.
No, they can't work in a factory like that.
No way.
You're telling me that you're just like gonna live a life of privilege.
Yeah.
Can't do an honest day's work.
And you can also kind of tell by the way he holds the wand.
Oh my god, so camp.
Not.
He was Dame Edna Average.
Yeah.
Like, put glasses and a purple
Why?
wig. He's
Why?
there.
I want to know why he was. Like, I'm doing it now, but like, why wasn't he putting?
Because he had
his
acrylics
fingers
on. You can't. It's like, have you ever seen someone with acrylics type?
Yeah, or
on
like
their
open
phone?
a can.
Oh yeah. Like, you find ways to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Because
I've been
women
there.
women are so resourceful.
I've been there.
Really?
I don't get acrylics though. I get gel tips,
Yeah, I definitely know what the difference is.
gel extensions
I get press-ons.
from Brynhild's Etsy
From
store.
Queen Brunhild, yeah. Oh my god. Brunhild would have a fucking field day with all those haircuts.
No.
What's funny to me is that also their hair stayed the same throughout the whole movie. It was meant to take place over a year. So you're telling me they had those shitty haircuts for
Also-
a full, 8 months or whatever?
Had you not have said this takes place over a year, I'd have thought it was like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Max fortnight. those girls that came from France,
Yeah.
it's like a school trip.
Yeah.
They signed an excursion form.
Yeah. Also, the Fleur, absolutely nothing in
Does
this
she have
film.
any dialogue?
She has au revoir, Ron. She has, in brackets, speaks French. She's
That's
probably
it.
just saying, bonjour, bonjour. I don't know. Like, she does nothing. She says nothing.
And then she died.
She didn't die, but it did look like she died.
It did look like she died.
No, the body count isn't quite that high.
Oh, she was bewitched.
She was bewitched.
Like
Everyone was fucking bewitched.
Everyone was bewitched.
But only in the last 10 minutes, everyone was bewitched.
And also, like, the fact that even when Harry was talking to, who was he talking to at the end there?
Dumbledore?
Yes. And his choice of verb, again, was bewitched.
It's just weird dialogue.
Haven't
weird
you heard? They were
But he was bewitched.
I was like, oh,
Oh no, he's bewitched. No! I just said no, Rob. No, Cedric, stop, he's bewitched.
Everyone's bewitched.
You know what I'd be bewitched by? Robert Pattinson's eyes. Robert Pattinson's eyes. I feel like they showed his lifeless corpse maybe too many times. There was like, on the first one, I was like, ooh, effective, spooky, he's dead.
Yeah.
But then they kept coming back to it, and I was like...
Also very emotional when his dad was, my son!
Yeah, I'm torn with that scene of them like his dad like crying and screaming over his son's corpse and everyone watching. I'm torn between like, was that uncomfortable in a very effective way, or was it uncomfortable because it just went on for too long?
Yes, I think the latter.
I think probably the latter.
I think the latter.
Looking at the balance of things.
Even like everybody that was there, you could see it in their eyes that they were like,
they did a lot of cutaways to a lot of characters.
we had to see a lot of reactions.
And then they weirdly went to Neville for a weirdly long time.
A long time? I was going to say that.
He has no... Neville did...
Nothing.
Well, he got the gillyweed.
Oh, and he was doing some sweet waltzing.
That's true. Oh, yeah. Neville had moves. But then why... He had no relationship to Cedric Diggory. Unless...
Oh!
Did Cedric Diggory have a secret, like, gay past?
Yes.
Were he and Neville lovers?
And that's why Neville was practicing the waltz.
Oh my god.
Because he wanted it to be perfect
Oh my
for
god,
Cedric.
can you picture them waltzing together, like, after everyone else has gone to bed? All the lights are off, the two of them meet under the candlelight over the fucking do a little waltz.
Stop! I'm getting a little bit like...
I think I'm describing fan fiction that definitely does exist.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because you were saying that people ship different...
Yeah, the big
many
ones.
different
I
things.
think the ones that I was aware of at the time was the classic, like, Harry and Hermione versus Ron and Hermione.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, as a kid watching it, you're like, oh yeah, that's clear, like, love triangle potential.
Yeah.
Then I found out much later, when I got on the internet, the real one that everyone loves is Draco and Harry, and Draco and Hermione.
Oh.
That's the shit, because everyone likes a bad boy.
Yeah.
And
a bisexual bad boy at that.
Everyone actually really does love a bisexual bad boy.
Oh, yeah.
I think Voldemort's probably a bisexual bad boy.
Well, we did establish that he's a baddie.
He is a baddie. There's a difference between being a bad boy and being a baddie, though. But I think he's both.
Oh, he makes it work.
Oh, yeah. Just prancing around in his full dress. And obviously men can wear dresses, clothing doesn't have gender, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. But it is so funny. Like, this is like Wizard Hitler. Yeah. Like the most evil man alive. Mm-hmm. And he's just like jogging around a graveyard, yelling at a child, having a lovely time.
Skipping. Oh.
Prancing even. Frolicking.
Have you skipped as an adult?
Yeah.
Feels good.
Feels good.
Doesn't it?
Feels right.
Like, it feels like it feels silly. It feels a little bit silly, but also it feels like, fucking hell!
For context, Stacey's partner just touched the outside door and she saw death.
I thought someone was trying to break into the balcony! Jesus Christ!
You're supposed to leave the door open for me so I didn't interrupt you. Look what happened.
But it's noisy.
What's noisy?
Don't worry, it was worth it.
It's going in. It's made the cut. What was I talking about?
Skipping.
Oh, yeah, skipping. It's freeing.
Free your mind. The rest will follow. But it's about skipping, yeah.
It's like if you, especially if you've got nothing in your way and you've got a
clear runway. Clear for takeoff.
Skip. Did that not scare you?
No.
You saw him though.
Yeah, I also don't live here, so it wouldn't be my shit getting stolen. If I saw someone break into your apartment, take it.
Yeah. Well, I'd be like, well, if you find something valuable, let me know. Oh, God. Anyway,
so Robert Pattinson does die. It is kind of sad.
It is kind of sad.
Everyone's hair is bad. David Tennant kept popping up as soon as you forgot that he was in there.
Oh, and licking.
Oh, so much licking.
What? Is this a constant theme across Robert Pattinson's movies?
I hope the fuck not.
You know how like Quentin Tarantino has feet?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson just insists that people are licking in every movie that he's in.
He just like slides up to the director and be like, what if he was licking? What if his tongue was out?
Yeah, do it again, but like...
It's in his contract.
Yeah, like it's not
But it's never him.
No.
It's never him.
No, because he likes to watch it. He doesn't like to do it.
Oh, he's filthy, just likes to watch.
He just...
Absolute animal that he is.
I want to see, we talked about this in part 1 of Harry Potter, Hedwig.
Where the fuck was Hedwig?
Didn't want to get involved, I reckon.
There was even a scene where he went to
Is it he?
No, he isn't Harry.
Oh.
Hedwig is in fact a woman.
She is a woman.
Yeah.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Well, clearly she's not doing something, wasn't she?
She's busy. She's got plans.
She's booked. No, but Harry went to the Owl Tower.
Yeah.
Where he ran into Cho Chang, the worst named character in existence.
Yeah.
And we didn't see Hedwig. Not a glimpse, not a whisper.
And there was other owls. So where was Hedwig?
And also, bizarrely, one postboy.
Parcel for you, Mr. Weasley.
Oh, thank you, Nigel.
Oh, Ron's in a better mood. Nigel.
Also, why has he got like a street urchin working for him, delivering his packages?
I know. No one else has a personal postman.
I told him I'd get him Harry's autograph.
Oh, so now everyone's like pimping Harry out.
Mm.
Oh, look, Mum sent me something.
Did his voice just break? And they kept it in?
So unkind. Poor Rupert. Here's your package for you, sir.
What is it, Ron? And then Ron's
Hello, cobber.
And then Ron's like, get out of here. And then,
Beat it.
And then he goes.
Yeah,
And
so
everyone's like,
an extra from Oliver wandered on set with a package.
They were filming at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Just around the corner.
Yeah. And he was like, well, we're just going to have to keep it in.
Yeah, oh, God. So, yeah, no Hedwig.
Which is really sad.
And almost, there wasn't any Snape. Well, there was Snape, but only like 2 scenes. No, 3
Alan
scenes.
Rickman?
Yeah. The one where he was beating the shit out of the kids for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
What were they even doing?
Talking.
They were talking about, like, why were they doing a test with kids from other years?
Was it lunchtime? I thought it was lunchtime.
Like, were they in detention? That would track.
Yeah.
But then Hermione wouldn't be in detention.
No, she wouldn't.
She's a good girl.
She's not a baddie.
She's very annoying.
She's not a baddie.
She's a good girl.
She's a good girl. She's got good intentions.
She is. There was a run there where every single scene was started with her going, Harry, what do you mean you haven't worked it out yet?
It means these tasks are designed to test you. In the most brutal way, they're almost cruel.
Almost cruel?
They're very-
A dragon.
Where have you been? Never mind, off to bed, both of you.
Oh, okay, Mother.
Harry, tell me again.
Can she just go a day without being on people's case?
Let me live.
Oh my God. It must be exhausting to be so whingy all the time.
I mean, I don't find it that hard.
And what about this? And why didn't you tell me? Like, shut up. Yeah, I don't owe you anything.
But it's not like, I know you're right, but shut up. Which is what's more annoying about it, because she's right.
Yeah. She's the kind of person that has to tell you. She's the, I told you.
Yeah, and it's like, I know.
I know, shut up.
Shut up.
I like how the whole time we've been going, stop being so mean.
Oh, shut up,
Hermione.
Anyway,
okay,
final thoughts.
Confirmed that I'm glad it's not, I didn't miss out.
No.
I've had fears before where I've been like, oh, maybe I should be into this. No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm
good.
I'm good. I liked Robert Pattinson's development in his acting career.
That's true. He got more lines than good old Giselhair.
And I don't know what our next film is as well.
We'll look it up in a sec.
It could be a main part.
It could be. I think it is. I think thinking about it, I think his face is on the cover. I think it's his first maybe leading role. It is also a made-for-TV movie.
Again?
Can't wait.
Again?
Can't wait.
How many of his movies are made for TV movies?
Get into the cinema, Rob. The cinema is calling for
He doesn't
you.
get to the cinema until like 2014.
With Twilight. Oh, God.
Or maybe that's next.
I don't know.
No.
Twilight's not, there's a few more before Twilight, but Twilight is coming up. I can
I can
smell it.
feel it in my bones.
Oh, you know what I can hear? That fucking soundtrack. The Twilight soundtrack.
Oh, I don't know it.
You don't know.
As in, like, I know there's Christina Perri is on there.
It's like, there's Muse on there.
Oh, okay.
There's like, you know that Paramore song, Decode?
Yes.
That's from Twilight.
Okay.
Shout out to Paramore, shout out to Hayley Williams. I use her hair dye. It's great stuff.
Nice. And you're sporting the orange hair at the moment.
It's her signature colour.
See?
It says on the tin. Doesn't come in a tin. That'd be weird. It says on the tube.
10, what year is it?
So yeah, no, he did a bit more in this film.
He did a bit more.
Not a lot.
And I think what we have to remember is that we're watching this in order, and he's gone from that tiny, tiny role in Dark Kingdom Dragon King.
Yeah.
I think
that's
right.
It sounds fake, but I think that is the actual title.
Yeah. He's gone from that straight into Harry Potter. So people are seeing things in him.
Yeah.
They are noticing that he's got, you know.
The je ne sais quoi.
That's what I was going to say.
As Flo would say, speaks French.
Yeah. He's got that, speaks French.
Yeah.
I'm going to rate this 2 limp holds of a wand.
2 limp-wristed wand holds.
Yes.
Great. I'm going to say, overall, I've always thought this about the Harry Potter movies. The movies never connected with me, really, that much. And watching this has reminded me why that is.
Yeah.
Because this was 150 minutes of just, like, story getting thrown at us.
Yep.
With some camp hand wand acting. I'm going to give it a Goblet of Fire.
Oh!
But only a little one.
Oh.
Not the big one.
No.
Only a little one.
Okay. Like, how big are we talking? Like, soup bowl?
I would say egg cup.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we clarified. So to summarise, limp wands, holding, egg cups, acrylics, trauma.
Screaming egg.
I can't wait to see what the next film holds.
Should I say?
Yeah, do you have it?
I believe so. The next film is called The Haunted Airman.
Oh!
I don't know what the f*** that means.
What's an airman?
Picture a man.
In the air?
Yeah. I think it's like a pilot.
Okay.
It's like a
Well, that
haunted
could be
pilot.
good.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this little trip down nostalgia lane, apparently. And...
Isn't that really like, apparently? Apparently some people have fond memories of this cultural property. But no, guys, again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you loved this and you love us, more importantly, if you love us.
If you love me.
You
subscribe.
Subscribe and give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends. And in the little Q&A thing, I don't know if you're aware of this on Spotify, there's a little Q&A box.
There's a little Q&A box.
That says, what did you think of this? Tell me what you thought.
If you liked it.
If you
Otherwise,
liked
you shut up.
Otherwise,
you shut your mouth.
As we...
You put your tongue back in your mouth and you shut up.
Okay, glad we cleared that up. We'll see you next time for The Haunted Airman.
Bye.
Bye!